Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And no, I am not dead. But I do know that it has been a while since my last video. And do I have any excuses for that? No, not really. Not that I can think of. But I do want to say that more videos will be happening at a later date. More likely during summertime because that's when I'm actually not going to be burnt out. I have realized from this break that I have been on that college, yeah, it's very tiring. And even when you're not in school for at least a month, it still tires you out. Like it burns you out for the entire break. That is why, or the only reason, I can give you that I have not been uploading or posting anything on my Instagram or just on the channel itself. Do I wish to change this? Yes, of course, I would love to be productive, but however, I do have some kind of lazy bone inside of me that's like, hey, you know what's better than being productive? Sleeping. Or how about just laying in bed, doing nothing? I bet we all can relate to that. So, yeah. Um, there are quite a few things I wanted to adjust. Happy New Year, first of all, and Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Holidays. Yes, I haven't been around for quite a few holidays that have already passed, but here it is now. You know me, procrastinating. At least I got through to y'all, I hope. So, there's that. What I want to go over for this last half or last quarter, whatever you want to call it, of the year is went through some changes, I would say. For example, what I'm doing here in this illustration is like a self-portrait, and it is the last self-portrait of the decade for me, and I look drastically different from this now because I chopped off over 50% of my hair. So all that you're seeing right there, yeah, that's all gone. I can't put it in ponytails anymore. I can't put it in my bun or anything of that sort. So even though you really can't see me, some of you don't know what I look like. Yeah, it's quite a big change because the bun that I usually have is like my signature, so to speak. So I'm gonna have to find a new one in the meantime while I'm growing out new hair. So the reason why I chose to cut my hair is because I have dyed my hair numerous times throughout my youth, and I was tired of how it felt because it didn't really feel the same as it used to. I used to have thick hair, very dark hair, but from dyeing it multiple times, I have now evolved into having fine hair, and it's not as voluminous as it used to be. So, in result of that, I decided, hey, why not cut off all the dyed pieces of hair and basically start from scratch? Well, I didn't shave my head, but I might as well have because I'm not quite sure what to do with what is on my head, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that's my personal update. For the holidays, I want to say, like, for Thanksgiving, it was interesting because if you don't know, every Thanksgiving I have never had like a very pleasant experience. But this year was the second year in a row that I actually got to enjoy Thanksgiving without having to worry about my esophagus introducing itself to the toilet. So there's that. But yeah, it was nice. Traditional. Usually I don't do traditional. I do um, kind of like a cultural Thanksgiving because I am half Asian, so there's that. Um, did we go over Halloween the last time I was on this channel? I don't remember, but for Halloween, I usually dress up and hand out candy to children. However, since now I am a busy college student, Halloween was on a weekday. I believe it was a Thursday this year, and I did not have time to pass out goodies or get dressed in any type of way. However, I did attend a Halloween party the weekend before Halloween, and that was fun. Got to dress up, got to do types of things. It was fun. And for the holidays, I celebrate Christmas, and it was quite interesting. I would show you guys what I got for Christmas because it is mostly art related. However, I have an announcement that I haven't made in a long time that is basically overdue. If you remember any of the videos I made while I used a table where you actually got to see my hands and paper, and when I was actually making traditional art, that table is now gone from my workspace. So I'm not quite sure when the next time I will get a new table to work on for you guys, but sadly it's not there anymore. So I'll put some videos in the card so you can check out what kind of things I did on that table before it was taken away. But I can discuss what I did get. I just can't show you guys what I have from Christmas. I got some colored pencils that were high quality because I'm so used to using Crayola because I'm broke. But thankfully to family members, they would like to spoil me in that department. And I also got my first set of Copic markers, and if you don't know, I'm very much an amateur when it comes to using alcohol-based markers, but that's okay. No harm in that. You can always learn, so I'm pretty content with that, but I do not know what to create with these markers. If you have any suggestions of what I should start with, if you have any tips or anything that could help me out, I would appreciate if you leave a comment down below. Tell me like what your personal experiences are, if you've used Copics or even any kind of alcohol marker. Let me know. I would appreciate it. But yeah, not much has really changed since the new decade started, and I know it's already like over halfway through January and quite a few things happen. I'm not gonna get into what I feel is gonna happen this year because it did start off with quite a bit of intensity that I do not wish to speak upon, but I feel that this isn't really 2020. If I'm being completely honest, I've been hearing people say, oh, this is just 2019 part 2, and I have to agree because it does feel the exact same as last year. And that's why, like, I don't believe in people saying, oh, 2020, new year, new me, or stuff like that, because, or, yeah, I don't believe in stuff like that because people don't really make the effort to change. Some do, don't get me wrong, but majority of people who say that basically are expecting things to change by itself, and that is definitely not the case. I do hope people realize, hey, you have to put in work to make changes for yourself or for the people around you because it just doesn't come out of thin air. Anyway, getting back onto a different topic because I'm not quite sure where I was going with that, but this video is basically supposed to be like a recap of the year, believe it or not, because I did put 2019 at the end of this video on the bottom of the self-portrait, but it used to be on my Instagram. I deleted it because I realized a few things about Instagram for me. I'm probably going to still use some hashtags to get my art out there. However, I'm not going to rely on that anymore for that because if you know, the Instagram algorithm is kind of fucked, so I can't really base my people viewing my art based off a hashtag because it might not even come through or it might not show up because of how Instagram chooses stuff to be put on there, I guess. Anyway, it's not the same as it used to be. I can say that for sure. So, but yes, I believe that I'm going to change that. I'm not going to be posting a whole bunch of art on Instagram. Like, not every video I make is going to make it onto Instagram anymore, simply because I want to make Instagram a personal portfolio for my artwork that I'm really happy I did, while the videos on YouTube are mostly for, like, say, story times or tips or whatever you guys really want that aren't necessarily what I want to put on my Instagram. You can still follow me though. The link to that will be in the description, so you can check out my previous artworks. I do have traditional art on there as well, because I used to do mostly pencil or colored pencil drawings. I've done watercolor and some of the digital stuff that I do here. So it's not just one type of medium. I feel like art can be expressed in different types of mediums. You don't have to pick just one. Although it is nice to see people who have one special niche or kind of art medium they like to use. It kind of makes their page a little bit more uniform and more like organized, I would think. However, that's not for me because it's my Instagram. I don't want to follow the cookie cutter looking things. I don't really care about the algorithm so much anymore. I just want to show artwork that I am happy with. Will I still be doing art trends, say from Instagram or on YouTube or anywhere else, and put it on my Instagram? Probably, just because I feel like I can make it interesting enough for it to put on my Instagram, and I feel like I'd had fun in the process. I'm not sure that would be a YouTube video because I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it digitally or if I'm going to do it traditionally. So that part is not guaranteed, but I'm not limiting myself to different things that other people are also doing. I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to get out there um, kind of where I've been, what I feel about 2020, and what's going to be like kind of changing regarding like my content in the future. And more story times are coming soon because a lot of stuff has actually happened, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time.